Clerk.
Prayers.
Almighty God, who in thy wisdom and goodness has appointed the offices of rulers and parliament for the welfare of society and just government of men, we beseech thee to behold with thy abundant favor us thy servant whom thou hast been pleased to call to the performance of important trusts in this land. Let thy blessing descend upon us herein in this house assembled. Grant us that we may treat and consider all matters that shall come under our deliberation in so just and faithful a manner, to promote thy honor and glory, to advance the peace, prosperity, and welfare of this country, and of those whose thou hast committed, and of those whose interests thou hast committed to our church. Amen.
Okay, it's okay. Communication from the chair.
Thank you, Clerk. Honorable members, good morning to you all. The absence of honorable ministers whose business were placed on yesterday's order paper was raised with grave concern by members of this August Assembly. However, the office of the Speaker and of the Clerk have been informed that those who were scheduled for yesterday are away on an official engagement outside these jurisdictions and have, however, committed to the services of this country and their respect for the National Assembly. The Assembly has earlier adopted a resolution on the need for honorable ministers to attend to their scheduled business or delegated authorities on their behalf and or notify the Assembly in good faith. This information is by way of update as the office of the Speaker and Clerk yesterday promised to take up the matter. Thank you. Clerk, we may proceed.
Correction and approval of records of votes and proceedings of the National Assembly sitting of Monday, 18 September 2023.
Honorable members, the record of votes and proceedings of the National Assembly sitting of Monday, 18 September 2023 is before us for correction and approval. Can any honorable member please move that the said record of votes and proceedings be considered and approved? The member for Tumanna. Please use your mic. Yeah, can you use for record purpose? No, check it, it's working.
Well, come here, Tumana. Tumana.
Okay, come.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I rise to move the motion for the correction and approval of record of votes and proceedings of the National Assembly sittings of Monday, 18 September 2023. Thank you.
Any seconder? The member for Lower Fuladu.
Thank you very much. I rise to second the motion.
It has been moved and seconded that the record of votes and proceedings of the National Assembly sitting of Monday, 18 September 2023 be approved. Any correction or observation from the honorable members? We will look at the said record beginning with page 1, page by page. The member for Jara Central.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Page 1, Roman number 3. Minister's reply to report of the National Assembly Standing Committee on Gender, Children. So it shouldn't be standing, it should be select committee. Select
On
committee.
page 1,
Yes.
Roman figure, that's item 3.
Yeah.
The honorable member is proposing to change the word standing to select because Committee on Gender, Children and Social Welfare is not a standing committee, it's a select committee.
Yeah. And then
And
Roman figure 4.
yes, and when you go further, Children and Social Welfare sport check.
Yeah.
Look at it. Yes. It should not be sport, but sport. Oh, there. Yes, honorable member for Jara Central.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. It continues further. Roman figure 4. The select committee there, the select should be changed to standing committee.
Yes, the
Thank you.
National Assembly Select Committee on Human Rights and Constitutional Matters should read the National Assembly Standing Committee instead of Select Committee. Any order on page, yes, page 1? On page 1?
That one was an oversight.
Member for Jara Central, where?
Yeah. Number 3. Oral minister's reply. Order 47, 8, and 100. So it should be orders 47, 8, 48, and 100.
There's item 3.
Yes.
Oral minister's reply, order 47, 48, and 100.
Yes. After the word order, there should be S added.
Oh, okay, orders.
Yes, orders. Yeah.
Yeah, instead of order, yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, and it's replay. If you look at oral minister's replay, it should be reply. Yes, member for Brikama North and Minority Leader. Okay, you wanted to observe that. Any other? The member for Fonyi Councillor?
If I'm right, number 2, after press, sitting of Thursday, 14. Is it 17 or 14th Thursday? Thursday is correct. Okay.
Yes, you know, number 2, correction and approval of record of votes and proceeding of the National Assembly sitting of Thursday, 14 September. That's correct. Last Thursday was September 14. That's correct. Any more on page 1? Yes, nominated member Kebalang Fofana.
Honorable Speaker, on a correction to number 3 on page 1, we can say and wherever it may apply because we'll find the same error on page 5.
Wherever it applies, if if it is more than one order, then we say orders. That's what the nominated member is.
The replay I mean. The replay is
Oh,
applied-
the replay.
The replay itself, yes.
Okay, he
Yes.
said the replay may appear elsewhere in the document. So wherever we see replay, it should be deemed to have been corrected to reply. Any member for Fonyi Bintankrana? Mic is not functioning. Use another mic, please.
Yes, Honorable Speaker, the Honorable Speaker is absent, and I wonder who is giving him permission constantly. As honorable members are absent,
Honorable member,
it
please.
need to
take
be
your seat.
noted. And Honorable Minister,
Honorable-
Honorable Speaker, we need to know who is giving him that constant
Honorable
permission.
member, you are out of order. Take your seat, please. On page 2, can you move to page 2? Member for Jara Central.
Honorable Speaker, page 2, after number 4, bills, then the new line there, following honorable members were present. There should be Article D before following. And change the capital letter F to small
The
letter.
following honorable members were present.
Yes.
You want us to, you want it to read the following honorable members instead of following honorable members were present.
Yeah.
Huh? It's for honorable members to, yes, member who become a South.
It's okay like this.
The member for Central Badibu want it to read the following honorable members. But the member for that's Jara Central, and the member for Brikama South thinks that it's okay as it is.
Take the amendment from him. So,
Nyamina West, you don't use your mic if you are not given it. Nyamina West, yes.
we are saying for consistency purpose, let's take the amendment from Jara Central. Thank you.
Member for Olyundum.
I think it's the same, Honorable Speaker, because in one of the following members were absent. If you look at that particular insertion, they said the following. So I think we can take D as the.
Well, it's for the honorable members. What do we take? Do we, Sawa Sanjal? Use your mic. So it looks like most members want us to add the. Is that the consensus? All right, clerk, take note. Any order on page 2? We move to page 3. Member for Jara Central.
Honorable Speaker, here I just want to recognize whether the members were absent or present. Let them be addressed as honorable members. But if you go to page 3, here those who were absent were not addressed as honorable members. So I'm suggesting that let us add honorable there. Page 3.
There on page 3?
Yes.
Because what I have on page 3
Yes.
is the following members were absent with permission.
Exactly.
Honorable Bileji.
And then in terms of those who are
Honorable
present,
Alaji. I'm not sure which page are you reading?
page 3. Those who are present, you can see them. You can see that they are.
Honorable, I don't ask you to read. I said, which page are you referring to?
Page 3. Page 3, the first line on top, before the those who were absent with permission.
The following members.
Exactly.
But they are members of the National Assembly.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, I think you don't listen to my. I said here they were not addressed as honorable members. But if you go to the first page, page 2, the following honorable members were present. That's where my argument is coming from. Thank you.
Yeah, but it is correct to say the following members were absent with permission, or the following members were present. Both are correct. So, honorable members, he wants us to add the word honorable. All right, noted. Please, any other observation on page 3? Let's move to page 4. The member for Opanyomi on page 4.
Honorable Speaker, page 4. The following honorable members took the floor to propose amendment and or make contribution. Number 2, Honorable Almami Biba. Instead of Giba, they say Biba. That's a typo error. Huh? Number 4, page 4, number 2.
Honorable Almami Biba, it should be G. The B should be changed to B. The member for Banjul North. The member for Banjul North.
Okay, thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Page 4, the following members were absent without permission. I believe that was in my case, that is number 58. And you can confirm with the table office that is sitting right beside you.
Yeah, you know, honorable members, we've said it here time and again, it's the honorable speaker that gives permission to honorable members. If the honorable speaker is not aware, or you are deemed not to have taken permission or granted to stay away, but we can confirm with the table office. You inform who, by where, and by what, in what form? When you spoke with the table office, they asked you to do something. Were you able to do that? You didn't do that. That's mean you were not granted permission, because you called table office and they asked you to get to the speaker. And this was yesterday. You didn't do that. Yes, the member for Kiang West.
Honorable Speaker, I think I have the same issue, but I have communicated to Speaker. I could not reach him, and I called you and said I have communicated to Speaker. I couldn't reach him, but we have a funeral and we will be having burial in the morning, and I have communicated to you, Deputy Speaker, for you to confirm.
Honorable said the honorable member for Latikunda Savage is correcting you. He's telling you to address me as speaker, not deputy speaker. Yes, he's right. He was permitted. You can amend that. On 57, he sought permission and he was permitted to travel. Yes. Any order? The member for Banjul North wasn't permitted to absent. So he cannot be removed from those who absent without permission. Any order? The member for Upper Fuladu?
Yes, Honorable Speaker, thank you so much. I think the same thing happens to me because I'm a little bit confused. Confused in the sense because I called the speaker on many times, but I could not reach him. So from there, I send the message to the table office. But I can see my name appears under those members absent without permission. So it's
Yes,
confusing.
honorable
I don't
member,
know.
yes, you were not permitted to absent. You absent yourself without permission.
No, but I called the speaker.
And you got him?
I cannot get him.
Yeah, you could have called me. You were not permitted. Thank you. Member for Lower Salum?
Honorable, I think you need to revisit this, how to call it, biography, I don't know. Because Speaker said on his ruling here, I think you are not here. If we called him, we could not get, then we call the table office. Now, for instance, when you are not here, and normally Speaker doesn't pick phones calls. You understand? So you either tell us what to do, because here table office is between we and you. Your office and table office, the members, our mediator is the table office. So we take permission from the table offices. Should be given to the article, the office of the speaker, and the speaker doesn't pick people's calls.
No, honorable member, we agree that permission can only be granted by the speaker. And we know the office of the speaker is the speaker and the deputy speaker. And what the member for Upper Fuladu is claiming, we cannot rely on that and grant him permission or expunge his name from those who absent without with permission. The member for Kiang West had similar, and he contacted the office of the speaker through me, and he got us, he was permitted. Banjul South.
Thank you. I think I will just buttress on what the honorable member for Lower Salum just said. If one cannot reach the speaker, because there are serious implications in permission, in missing sitting without permission, because once you miss 10 sittings without permission, you can be recalled. So there must be a mechanism where one can get permission. The office of the speaker is not only the speaker alone. It comprises of the speaker and the cabinet. So can we agree on something today? Because the implications are very serious.
You said it comprises speaker and?
Speaker and office, a secretary, a clerk, and all those things. So we can convey information through those people to get to the speaker, because the implications are very serious. If one misses without permission for 10 sittings, they can be recalled. And so far, some have missed once or twice without permission. And those people are claiming that they have tried to contact the speaker. And if the speaker doesn't pick his calls, and the speaker might have even problem reading messages also. So I think it should be sorted.
No, honorable member, the office of the speaker doesn't include cabinet, the clerks. The office of the speaker is the speaker and the deputy speaker. And then we have instances where if you cannot reach the honorable speaker, you get to the office of the deputy speaker. You get to the deputy speaker. And we have instances where, in fact, even myself, they may not reach me, but they'll reach out to somebody to send a message to me. The information must go to the speaker or to the deputy speaker that I was trying to get permission from you, but I can't reach you. So if you cannot get the speaker, you can get the deputy speaker. We have two scenarios here. He said he called the speaker, he couldn't get him. Do we also know some members, they may believe that most likely maybe the honorable speaker is on engagement. I cannot get him. Let me just say that, let me just rely on the fact that I can get him or not. But the honorable member for Kiang West, he said he tried the honorable speaker, he couldn't get him. And he tried me, he got me on the phone. And I granted him permission. So, no, honorable member for Lower South, no. Lower Badibu.
Thank you so much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, many times if you call the speaker, he doesn't pick up his call or his phone. And in the event that if you are not in town, what do we do now?
No, you are talking about things that have not arisen. When that arises, no,
Honorable Speaker, please.
No, please put up your mic. Please
allow me to talk.
No, I had you. Let me please sit down. What you are talking about is in the event in the future, the speaker is in town, the deputy speaker is not in town, you cannot get the speaker. That have not arisen yet. When it arises, we'll address it. No. The member for Fonyi Bintang.
Thank you. Honorable Speaker, I am happy with the fact that you chair in everything. The issue here is, you said we agreed that the permission should be taken from the office of the Speaker. That was not something that was agreed. It was a decision taken by the Speaker, and it was not put onto the consent of the members in public. It was a decision, and it was a dictatorial decision.
Honorable member, can you withdraw that?
I withdraw.
The member for Olyundu?
Honorable Speaker, I think the other time we said this thing here, the Speaker concluded that we know the Speaker is the granting officer. We cannot dispute that. Every honorable member, when you want to go out or you want to travel, you have to take permission from the Speaker. But I think one of the day I said something here. I said if you cannot get the Speaker or the Deputy Speaker, the most reliable way you can use is to get to your leaders. Probably if you talk to your leader will be able to convey the message to the Speaker, and then you will get the permission that you wanted to get. I think that is simple for us to do.
It's making it easier for members. If you cannot get the Speaker and the Deputy Speaker, get to your leaders. They will definitely get hold of the Speaker or the Deputy Speaker. Lower Salom, yes?
Yes, if you rule that, then it's fine with us. Yeah.
Member for Fonyi Councillor.
Yes, I think for clarity purpose, we need to adopt something that is binding. Because the reason why some of us are on this discussion is to make sure it is clear. The Speaker said it here vividly clear that permission could be granted to him. The Speaker said here very clear that members will derive, will get permission from him. So if we are to agree as what the Olyundu constituency now is saying, the Speaker is unreachable, you are reachable, we link onto our leaders, it has to be binding. We don't want tomorrow where you call, you cannot get something. Sometimes it happens, Speaker, when you call him, you'll get his son. The son will now say, okay, I will relay the message to the Speaker. The Speaker is busy. So these are instances that we need to adopt and come something that is binding for us to have a resolute in issues of absent or permission.
No, what we are saying, permission can only be granted by the Speaker, by the office of the Speaker. And the Speaker is the Speaker and the Deputy Speaker. What we are saying, we are not, honorable member, please, you make your point and you are not listening to what I'm coming to say. Your leaders are not going to grant you permission. What the honorable member for Olyundum said, because if some members are saying they find it difficult to reach to us, you can reach to your leaders and the leadership will take it up with us. That's what he is saying. They will relay the information. For easy, this member for Banjul Central.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I think it's evident that really this is proving very ineffective for everyone. So I think the easiest thing to do is just to stick with our old ways of communication. That is to communicate with the table office, and then they will do the needful. I think that's the easiest.
No, we are not taking that. The permission can only be granted by the Speaker. Yes, member for Sabah Sanjal.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I just want to add that it is important that we settle this out once and for all, because we have been having this issue, time and again. Like if you asked me to write to my leader, I don't have leader in the parliament if it is not the office of the Speaker. Not the majority, not the minority leader. None of them is my leader in the parliament. I'm an independent, I came as an independent. Allow me to speak my mind. I've not been contacted by any of them. And they are not my leaders. I cannot write to them to get my permission.
Order, please. I prefer, honorable, sit down, please. Please, take your seat, please, just give me.
But I just not finished.
Yeah, you have not finished. Please, order, honorable members. Member for Lower Salom, don't use your mic without leave. No, please. All of you, including yourself, had the opportunity to express your opinion. And please let's allow him to express his opinion so that we respond. The member for Sabah Sanjal.
Thank you. As far as I am concerned, when it comes to leadership, I am legally bound, led by the Speaker, not the majority leader, not the minority leader, because that is just ceremonial leadership. I am not legally bounded to become, to be under them, because they are not my legally, I'm not bounded to take them as my leaders. So I prefer to write to the office of the speaker through the office of the clerk than to my leaders. So I'm recommending that we write to the office of the clerk whenever we are seeking permission from the office of the speaker, and not to our leaders, to those so-called leaders.
Honorable members, I will allow the minority leader, and who else I have not given the floor before, Latekunda Same, then we take decision. Minority leader.
Deputy Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. It's not
Honorable Speaker.
a new thing.
Honorable Speaker.
Please, I gave the floor to the member for Birkama North and minority leader.
It's not a new thing to discuss this issue. It becomes a concern when many members are affected. Of course, in such a situation, it can be a concern, and we expect it to be repeated over and over. But as it is stated in the standing orders, until when it is amended, the power to give permission is vested on the Speaker. We know there are incidents where we may be confronted with emergency issues. And if it's not emergency, the procedure that we can take is to formally write. But when it's emergency, writing will not solve the problem. We can only call. And in call, you may not reach to the Speaker. He did say anytime you cannot reach to me, if it's difficult, you can reach to my deputy. Then the deputy will notify him, yes, so and so tried, you could not get for permission, but he did get to me. Then that will be considered permission granted. But whereas situation, the deputy also could not be reached to. That could be a possible scenario. He may also be out of town, or he too could not be reached, even whereas he is in town. The deputy is suggesting you can reach your leaders. Perhaps if they cannot get to the Speaker, the following morning they can rush his office. So and so is confronted with this emergency, was trying to get to you, through the deputy could not get, and then got to me. The leaders have no authority to give permission. We are only extending your request so that he can mutually understand. That can be anyone. If you are not under anyone's authority, you can find a way of getting your information related to the Speaker. Nobody is forced to be under anyone's authority. But mutually, we want somebody at least who should extend your unfortunate permission to the Speaker so that he can get with it that the so-and-so member has this emergency. Then we believe this situation will be addressed. But yes, let's understand that is mutual understanding. The power to accept is based on the Speaker, but he has given that leverage. We can pass through his deputy, and by now we are also extending Deputy Speaker. When you are not available, like the Speaker, they can get to us. We'll try as much as possible to get to the office before the plenary starts.
May I observe you, please?
Member for Latikunda. Minority, I'll come to you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I just have observation with members absent with permission. Yesterday, I told Honorable Speaker, Honorable Kante is sick, so that all of you are my witness. Today, Honorable Kante said I should not say that here, so I want him to be in those who are not absent with permission. No, because he said I should not say it here. And for me to tell Honorable Speaker he's sick, now he's permitted on that. Remove his name there, please. Let him be.
Honorable Member for Busumbala, The member for Latikunda want to be on record that he informed by way of information, but both you and him are aware that he cannot take permission on your behalf, but for him to inform Speaker that you are sick, and then he is letting us know that he did that. But that doesn't mean that your name will be expunged from those who abstain without permission. The member for Sami.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, for giving me the floor. Honorable Speaker, there could be instances where the Deputy Speaker and none of these leaders are here because they always travel. So now, the best thing is, wait, the best thing is, listen, that's my opinion. Allow me to learn. Allow me to learn.
Order, please, honorable members.
The procedure.
I am not I don't know why some of you are not calling your colleagues to order. If a member is on the floor, we must allow the person to continue doing his submission. Honorable member, please proceed.
Yeah, I'm still on my feet. What I'm trying to say is that there are instances where the Deputy Speaker will not be available. Neither of these leaders will be here. Now, let us allow, if you have problem, relate to the table office. The table office will relate to the Speaker. The table office, all of them will not travel.
Thank you.
If the Speaker wants, he can give you permission through the table office. That's my opinion.
Member for Joshua.
Thank you very much.
That will be the last.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I mean, I think I will blame ourselves as members. Because when we came here newly, you do call a table office and permission is always granted. But we abuse it. We abuse everything. It's very fair to each other. At times you are at home, you are not even here. You don't even come. You just call to say, I'll be absent. While you are at home communicating to people on the ground. Let us be serious with things. Carol. He wants to observe.
I want to observe.
No,
not you. He's the one who granted me.
No.
Then you are advertising the proceedings then?
Yes.
Thank you.
Honorable Speaker, I think if you want to go, I mean, it's difficult today. Everybody's complaining. But let's conclude on this. Before it was the table office, who was talking to the Speaker? If we don't want to come back to the same ball game again, we have to change our attitudes. We are very serious with things, and we are here for a reason. Thank you.
Thank you very much, honorable members. I want to thank you, all those who made their submission and those who wanted, but they couldn't. Was just to allow us to express our opinion, then together we will come to terms. But what is clear is that it's a constitutional provision that the Honorable Speaker grant permission to members, and if you are not permitted for 10 days or so, it has consequences. And the Honorable Speaker, ab initio, wanted to make it easy for us. That is why he said, just inform my office, that is him or me, through mere communication. But if you want to go in accordance with the law, you have to write. You have to write, that's constitutional provision. You have to write to the Speaker to be able to be permitted to abstain. And now he said, no, you can just call me or call my deputy. He makes it very easy for us. And other members have suggested, in the event that some are insinuating you may not get us, but I want to differ and disagree with some of the members who said there will be a time both the Honorable Speaker and the Deputy Speaker won't be in town and they won't be reachable. If there are sessions, we cannot travel, all of us together. We have not. There have never been an instant where all of us are out of town and we are on session. We've never done that. And we will not do that. And others also are hypothetical, insinuating things that may not, it's not happening now, it didn't arise. They want to, us to rule on things that have not happened. In the future, we cannot do that. We are not going to make any ruling on things that have not happened. And the two leaders made it easy for members. They said, if you cannot get to them. But as it is, the ruling is that the Honorable Speaker must give you permission for you to abstain. yourself with permission. Clerk, let's proceed. We are on the vote still.
Point of order.
Yes, there's a point of order from the member for Kiang West. And we had that point of order.
29.5. No member shall impute improper motive to other members. As Saba Sanjal concludes his comment, and he said these so-called leaders to our majority and minority leader, and this was so improper, and he must withdraw that statement.
Order. There's a point of order. I missed that. Now I'll ask the honorable member for Lower Salum. Can you use your mic, please? Honorable member for Lower Salum, can you maintain decorum? I didn't hear that, and I will ask the member for Sabah Sanjal if he has said that. The member for Sabah Sanjal, can you take the mic and tell us if you have said what he said? Honorable member for Sabah Sanjal, can you use your mic?
Honorable Speaker, I did not get him well. Can he repeat himself, please?
For Kiang West, please, can you repeat your point of order?
Honorable
member
Speaker.
for Lower Salon, please, can we order? And the member for Sabah Sanjal, please take.
Honorable Speaker, Sabah Sanjal is making fun of Parliament. He in fact called my attention to call this order on him. And he is telling us that he didn't hear what I'm saying.
No, please.
When everyone heard it.
Please, just repeat.
I said order 29.5. No member shall impute improper motives to any other member. As he concludes his deliberation, he said these so-called leaders to minority and majority leader, and this was an improper motive. So that's what I'm saying for him to withdraw that statement.
The member for Sabah Sanjal, have you said that? Did you say that?
Yes.
Withdraw.
I did, Honorable Speaker.
Yeah, can you withdraw that?
I humbly withdraw. Thank you.
Honorable members, we are on page 4. Any other observation on page 4? Page 5. Member for Woolly East.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, on the question put and agreed to, the sentence, that we have unanimously adopted the resolution with amendments. I think we have something like 38 resolutions. So we call them resolutions. We put an S on the resolution. If you come under that, where it says 14.3 of the standing orders and vary the order, that vary should be varied. It's in the past tense. So those are the two. The replay, we've already corrected that before. Thank you.
Honorable members, he is drawing attention to the last item. That is question put and agreed to. The Assembly unanimously adopted the resolution. It should be resolution. You should add S with amendments. And also on the standing orders and varies, he is proposing to read varied. Any order on page 5? The member for Talinding Kunyang.
Yes, page 5, paragraph, Assembly unanimously adopted the resolution. Okay, the paragraphs expanding, like Honorable Speaker invoked order 14 up to where the vary is. Vary the order of the business. It's order of business. The article should be removed. Have you seen it?
The order of the business.
Yes, the
it
order
should be
of,
the order of business.
Yes, yes.
Honorable members, are you following? Any other member? Let's move to page 6. on page 6, the member for Fonyi Brevet.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Page 6. At the intervention of the Honorable Minister, the following Honorable members ask questions to the Honorable Minister for Agriculture. Seni Jawara is, his surname here is Seni Ture. And also, Fonyi Berefet. Berefet is not properly spelled. It's spelled Berefet. Fonyi Berefet is Brefet. B-R-E-F-E-T, not B-E.
The honorable member is drawing our attention to number 4. I'm not sure. Is this Seni Ture or Seni Jawara? What do we have? The member for Lower Salem. Then on 6, Fonyi Brefet. She is suggesting it shouldn't be B-E-R-E, but B-R-E. The member for Wuli is?
Yes, just a small thing. The last sentence, question put, the assembly agreed to 6 beyond. Should be to sit beyond 6. They put 6 twice. You've seen that?
What?
Yes. The assembly agreed to sit. Instead of sit, they put 6.
Or to sit beyond. To sit beyond 6 o'clock. What do I have here? All right. Yeah, there are 2 6. Okay. On page 7, can we move to page 7? Member for Sabah Sanjar.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. On page 7, the first line, it says, Ministers reply to report of the National Assembly Select Committee. I believe it should be Ministers reply to the report of the National Assembly Select Committee on Human Rights. The article D is missing. Thank you.
He wanted to read Ministers reply to the report instead of Ministers reply to report of the. That's his proposal. Is that okay with honorable members? Any other observation or correction on page 7? The member for Brikama North and Minority Leader.
Same line, the National Assembly Select Committee on Human Rights, a place to be standing committee.
The National Assembly Select Committee, it should be standing committee on human rights and constitutional matters. Any order on page 7? Page 8, can we move to page 8? Member for Woolley is?
Page 8, just, I think a typo. If you look at the second paragraph.
That's page 8.
Yes, page 8, third line, where it says government on the issue to avoid its recurrence. I believe we should have a semicolon there. And then the capital T for that should just be small t, then it continues, rather than putting a full stop. That's my proposal there. And then if you come to 3, where it says amendment bill, the B is missing, the capital B is missing. What they have there is ill.
All right. If that is the second paragraph, third line, issue to avoid it should be, there should be a color. And also there is a full stop, and then you have that honorable ministers. According to him, it should be a continuation. It should be small d. And on item 3, order 72, consideration stage of the constitution amendment ill, it should be amendment bill. The B is missing. Any order on page 8? Any other observation on page 8? In the absence of that, can we move to page 9? Page 9. Page 9. Page 10. Member for Woolly East.
Page 10, yes, second paragraph, third line, where it says with amendments. I believe the amendment was just one. So it should be with an amendment or with amendment. Yeah, it's only one amendment.
I have been informed by table office that it was more than one.
I was aware of only the A.
You know the person in charge of the bill. Please, honorable member for Woolly East and member for Nyanija, this is not a bantaba. The person in charge of the bill also proposed an amendment, and there was another. The member for Brikama North and minority leader.
Yes, as he said, there was A that was amended, but the A appear in two places, A and B. So in that case, made it two amendments.
The member for Nyanija and person in charge of the bill.
I was not paying attention. Yeah, there were amendments, not only the A. In fact, the whole text of clause 3, and then in fact I propose a new clause, clause 6, and you have clause A and B. So there are some amendments.
Thank you very much, honorable members. It has been moved and seconded that the record of votes and proceedings of the National Assembly sitting of Monday, 18 September 2023 be approved. I'll take that again. It has been moved and seconded that the record of votes and proceedings of the National Assembly sitting of Monday, 18 September 2023 be approved with amendment. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Clerk. Honorable members, at this juncture, I would like to invite the Minister for Transport, Works and Infrastructure to take the podium. He has a motion to move. Honorable Minister, you may proceed to the podium.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. We want to regrettably move this motion that we realize the bills that we have brought here, actually the ratifications, they have not been signed by the mission in AU, and the ratification should precede the signature. So we want to seek the indulgence of the National Assembly to remove to withdraw the various motions, and then they will be signed immediately, and then we bring them back to the National Assembly. Thank you.
Any seconder? The member for Opanyomi.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I rest of second the motion.
It has been moved and seconded that the agenda of the Minister for Works, Transport and Infrastructure be withdrawn from the order of the business today. Those in favor, please say aye.
Speaker, is with the motions for the Honorable Minister will be withdrawn instead of the agenda. No, according to him.
No, I said he is withdrawing, he moved a motion to withdraw his agenda on the order. I said he is withdrawing his business on the order paper. I didn't say today's agenda. I said his business on today's. He is withdrawing his business on today's order, please. Order, please. Now, it has been moved and seconded that the Honorable Minister for Transport, Works and Infrastructure is withdrawing his business on today's order paper. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Honorable Minister, you are released. You may go now. Honorable Minister, the majority and minority leader, mention me after this. Yes, member for Sabasanjal.
I just needed some little bit of clarification. Is he withdrawing all or he's withdrawing one? All.
All. That's why I said his business on today's order paper. He withdrew. Yeah. Honorable members, I want to thank you and also thank the Minister for Transport, Works and Infrastructure, as well as the Minister for Fisheries, Water Resources and National Assembly Matters for attending today's business. And now and also the Minister of Interior as well, all of you. I want to thank you on behalf of the honorable members. I now put the question. Be it resolved that this August Assembly do stand adjourned until Wednesday, 20th September 2023. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Honorable members, please, member for Lower Saluk, please take your seat. The Assembly now stand adjourned until Wednesday, 20th September 2023 at 10 a.m.